What's up, everybody? We are here for another episode of Fireflies Forever. We appreciate you all being here this evening. Everyone that's joining us from YouTube, Twitch, X, and Facebook, thank you all so much. We greatly appreciate you. Even though, and I'll start out this way, even though we didn't get a lot last night, we still got a lot to talk about. And the person that's going to help me do that this evening is none other than Chris. Chris, how are you this evening, man?
I'm doing good. To bring back something Jody used to say, we have some breaking news that we're going to talk about here in just a minute. I just saw somebody in the chat posted that the Wyatt Sicks tweeted an hour ago, so we're going to have to definitely talk about that. I was just looking it up. It's a Bible verse.
Yep. So we're going to have to talk about that. We've got another post that was out there that recently got posted, so we'll have to talk about that too and how that relates to what we got last night. There's a lot of stuff going on, so
it's exciting times.
That's right. Exciting times. So got a lot to talk about this evening, but as we always do, we start out with memories, and I'll tell you, this one right here is one of my favorites on the channel ever. But Chris, you go ahead, take it away. And we've got two clips. It's in two parts. So Chris, take it away, man.
So yeah, if you guys hadn't heard yet or realized it, today marks the 2-year anniversary since Bray Wyatt returned at Extreme Rules back in 2022. So I heard that, and I immediately knew what we had to do for memories today. I knew that Jody had this clip on her phone, and I got it sent over to Jeff. It's so this is from our live stream of watching Extreme Rules for Bray Wyatt's return. You get to see all of our reactions to that.
All right, here's part one, folks.
Up.
What?
Wait a minute.
Oh,
what?
They're ending the show?
Hold on.
The lights went out.
Oh.
Lights are out. Everybody's cell phones.
Michael Colson, were we still on air?
They just said, are we still on air? He's got the whole world in his hands.
Oh!
He's got the whole wide world in his hands.
Oh!
The Fireflies are out, and we're hearing him sing.
It's happening.
Is this all we're going to get, though? Is this all we're going to get?
Oh, my God.
Wait, what are they showing? We've got a pig.
Huskus!
We've got Huskus. We've got a person in a Huskus costume. Now they're going to another part of the arena.
Israelite puppets.
We've got a Mercy.
Real life puppets.
They've got people dressed as the puppets.
Oh my.
We've got a Ramblin'. Oh my God, look at the rabbit. Look at the rabbit.
That's amazing. Oh. Abby? Where's Abby?
Wait, we're going down. It's going down. Abby the Witch.
Abby! Oh, this is awesome.
Oh my God, look at how creepy Abby looks.
Oh man, I can't. I didn't predict.
Michael Cole, look what's on the desk. The Fiend mask. The Burn Fiend mask is on the desk.
Oh.
The Burn Fiend mask was on the announce table.
Oh.
And there's a Fiend, and then is that him?
Oh shit!
Oh my God!
It's him.
Was that him? He's wearing a hoodie. Oh wow! What is this? We got a door.
What the hell? This is amazing.
Oh my God! This is awesome.
This is amazing.
We got the box with the buzzard on it and a table. The Funhouse! The Funhouse is back! They're reviving the Funhouse. It's all full of cobwebs. It's all full of cobwebs.
That was great, man. I love it.
I love Jodie screams like 6 times.
It was awesome, man. It was awesome. And we got a part 2, so here's part 2.
Here comes the theme song.
It's starting back up.
The Funhouse is coming back to life. Who the hell? Who is that? Oh my God! It looks like the mask from Black Phone.
What the hell?
Is that him? Oh my God. That's him, isn't it?
What the hell?
Oh my God. Listen to the crowd. Jason Baker made him a mask that looked like the thing.
Oh, I guarantee you he did.
Door.
Has Jason Baker written all fucking over it.
The door's written. Is the door going to open? Oh my God, this is amazing.
This is unbelievable. I'm speechless.
The door opens. The door opens. There's a blue. Oh, it went out. No, you're not going to end it there.
Oh no.
The door opened and it's going to end there. No. Here he comes, the lantern. He's coming out.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Ooh, what does he look like that we got to see him?
Oh my God. Ah!
It's the old lantern. The crowd is going nuts. The crowd is going nuts. Look at that mask.
What the hell?
Look at that freaking mask. We're getting holy shit chance.
What?
Look at that mask.
To the crowd.
Oh my God. Look at that. He's taking the mask off. There he is. It's Bray.
Oh my.
Holy shit.
And he blows the light out. And there's the butterfly symbol.
Oh.
The
That
butterfly
is
symbol
amazing.
with the circle. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's back.
Well, the internet.
Oh
That's
my
it.
God.
Wow.
Man, that was amazing.
Man, that's making me cry right now.
Me too. I'm over here laughing and crying. And
Yeah, me too.
yeah, man. Yeah, but thank you, Chris. Thank you for sharing that again, man. Because
No problem, man.
we had to today, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Had to. So
I miss Bray so much. Those moments, like how many moments like that did he give us? Like,
I know,
oh
man. It was unreal. And then Tazzy going wild.
yeah.
That was funny.
Oh yeah.
Man. But yeah, it's man. Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to collect my emotions.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
I
was
agree with John Bennett. I miss them both so much too.
same. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best to keep going here, and I know Chris is gonna do the same. But man, thank you so much for sharing that, Chris.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so we had to do that today.
Had to, man. We're gonna go to something else that Jodie loved, and that's artwork. And as I'm sitting here, and I apologize, but I will feature this next week. So this will be in the artwork for next week. But I wanted to share some photos that Alicia sent to me on Instagram. So she
awesome.
Yeah. So
Jodie would have loved that.
yeah. There's that one.
Nice.
And then all three.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Alicia, thank you for sending these. I told her, I said, I'm going to show them on camera, but next week I'll have them so everyone can see.
Awesome.
So yeah, great stuff, Alicia, as always. So, Chris, let's go through some artwork here, and we got some good stuff, man. And before I do that, as I always do, my disclaimer: send us artwork, please. We would greatly appreciate it. Send us a lot. Make it so that we have to pick and choose and carry it over to the next week. So there we go. That's me on my soapbox for the evening. Oh.
Yes, do it for Jodie.
Yeah. That's right. All right, so here's the first one, man.
Oh, I love this one. That's so cool.
Yeah, this is really, really cool. This is pretty dope too.
Yeah, I always love seeing people do things in different art styles. I'm not even sure exactly what kind of art style you would call this, but it's really cool. It's really different. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I love it, man. The detail on this is crazy.
Yeah, and I love the fireflies in it too. That's an awesome little addition.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I love it. And then obviously Nicole.
Yeah, this one there's actually a video of her like doing the finishing details of it, but I had to take a screenshot because that's just amazing.
Man, her art is just so tremendous.
Oh yeah,
she does such a great job, and she uses so many different, ways to create art. So yeah.
Something I noticed too in watching that video back, like, and I watched the actual thing of it this morning, and then after I saw that clip of our reactions, and man, Howdy was so captivating in that first appearance there. I mean, we were all just silent with our mouths on the floor during that part, and when I watched it this morning, I'm like, I forgot about that. Like, it was so out there. We'd never seen anything like that, and man, it's just such a captivating character. And now Bo is doing such an amazing job, carrying that on.
Yeah, he really is, man, and that's kind of a perfect segue into all the news that we have today. I will start out with the breaking news here. You go ahead and share those two posts that you were talking about, and we'll chat about it.
All right. Yeah. So, of course, it went away. There it is. Yeah. So the Wyatt Sicks posted this like an hour ago. Just Galatians 6:3 over and over again, or Galatians 6:3 and over again on the side. We warned you. So let's go to and read what that says. Galatians 6:3. For if anyone thinks he is something, then he is nothing. He deceives himself. That's pretty good.
I wanted to blow it up a little bit. I don't know how well people can see it, but
yeah.
Or if it just looks all funky like it does on my screen, but wow.
And then we also got a tweet earlier today from Karrion Kross responding to what the Wyatt Sicks posted. He said, "There you are, overplayed your hand. Hello, neighbor, I see you too." And he posted an image of Joker from The Dark Knight. So safe to say now, Karrion Kross for sure is going to be involved in this. I know we kind of wondered last night. Miz and Karrion Kross were both on screen when it said "There you are." I actually think they're meant that on purpose. I think they're targeting both of them.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I definitely want to get into more of the Karrion Kross talk, and we will. But we have another clip for you today. We got a good bit of clips today. So we got a clip for you, and recently Eric Young did an interview with Chris Van Vliet. And if you have not checked out Chris Van Vliet, go check out his work. Dude is amazing at what he does.
He's just one of the best wrestling interviews in the business.
Oh my gosh, just amazing. So go check it out if you get a chance. But Eric Young is talking about when he was in WWE this last time, and the initial phases of the Wyatt Sicks, or whatever that was going to be. But here's a clip of Eric Young and Chris Van Vliet. So here we go.
Does this mean you would have been part of an early iteration of the Wyatt Sicks?
Yeah, I think the original idea was me, Bray, and Bo as a trio. That's what was told to me from Hunter, basically. Yeah. And so, obviously I'm going to jump at that. I'm friends with both of those guys. It would have been, creatively would have been just an unbelievable opportunity. Working there, working on the main roster, wrestling all over the world with two guys that I get along with well, and obviously a huge part of the show at that point, like The Fiend and Bray coming back was one of the most popular things at that time, one of the most viewed thing. Like, they'd put up those viral videos and they'd be viewed within 6 hours by millions of people. So being part of that was very appetizing. Yeah. And it's kind of not in my wheelhouse, but close enough to my wheelhouse where I would have really enjoyed it. And it would have been challenging, but in like a really cool way. So I was obviously very excited. And then all the stuff happened with the sale and all this other weird stuff. And all of a sudden I wasn't working for the person who hired me, and I wasn't willing to do that. And I don't regret it, not at all. And I think it's the coolest. For me, it's not lost to me that I was able to walk away from money like that, stability like that, because of what I beliefs of the kind of human being that I am. And that's not like 10 years ago. I don't know if I would have been able to make that choice financially or personally, or certainly not professionally. And I'm in a position where I'll be fine. I'll figure it out. And I hadn't even talked to Scott at the time or TNA
about going back to TNA.
We had zero conversations about it. I just knew I wasn't going to work for the WWE anymore. So it's a wild one. Yeah. But the truth is, it was 100% my choice. I think there'll be a lot of people that think that's stupid. A lot of people that won't make that choice. But I think for me in my career, I think it's one of the proudest things I've ever done, to be honest.
Yeah. So there's EY talking with Chris Van Vliet. Man, knowing what you know now about Eric Young and what you've seen in TNA since you've restarted watching that, how do you think that would have worked? Do you think that would have been successful, those three?
Oh, I think it would have been awesome. I'm frankly hearing that, I'm a little bummed that we didn't get that. I love what we have now too, but that definitely could have been cool if that's the direction they were going to go. I like Eric Young, and I think he definitely could have fit in well with them, told some cool stories, and probably had a cool mask. And
yeah. And that's the thing too. Like, I'm bummed as a fan because we didn't get to see it, but I totally understand his stance. He had to draw that line in the sand for himself. And I respect the heck out of that, because like he said, he didn't know, if 10 years ago he would have made the same decision. And I would throw in, I don't know a lot of people who would say, you know what, I'm going to walk away from the WWE and not really know what's next, but I got to stand up for something.
Yeah.
So good.
It makes me wonder too, if we only heard two names originally outside of Bray, and so there's your three. Was he originally going to be Uncle Harper?
Right. It makes you think.
Yeah. Very well been.
Yeah. So folks, if you would like to hear more of that interview, go check out Chris Van Vliet on YouTube. He's got the full interview up with Eric Young. It's a great interview. I love Eric Young. Have loved him for years, since his early days in TNA, and then going to WWE and coming back, and then going back to WWE and then coming back. So yeah, I'm really I'd really recommend it to you if you just want to give that a listen. Check it out, and like Chris said, Chris Van Vliet is like one of the best, if not the best.
He's awesome.
Yeah. Clown talking about an interview with Nick Gage. Clown, if you don't mind, if you can find the link, drop it in the chat because I'll check that out too. But yeah, just so we're gonna get into discussing what happened last night. Chris, I guess we got these two guys on screen, and obviously last week we saw the Miz turn on R-Truth.
It did something bad.
Yeah, I mean that's not good. So
yeah.
But then we get this across the screen.
Mm-hmm.
There you are. We've heard that before.
Yes.
So I guess let me ask you this. I know we didn't get a lot last night, but what did you think of last night's segment?
I'll be honest, I was bummed. I really expected. I was shocked when we got nothing at Bad Blood. So then I doubled down and thought, well, 100% they're showing up on Raw then, because they didn't show up at Bad Blood. And then when they didn't, I don't know. I will say, overall, I was disappointed with last night. I know this is such a crazy thing because for years we said Raw needs to go down to 2 hours instead of 3, but now under Triple H, I think the complete opposite. I don't think the show was as good at 2 hours. I think it needed 3. Everything felt rushed. I mean, the IC title match was only like 8 minutes. Like it was over way too quickly for a title match. Like they didn't give enough room for matches to breathe, and obviously that cut back on not being able to have much stories. I think it very well could have played a part as to why we didn't see the Wyatt Sicks last night. And this is all we got.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on what they're doing. I still like this. It's still cool. It's just, it's hard to do as much of this now that they've appeared as it was before. Before they appeared, I was totally fine with 2 months of this. Like the teases were awesome and everything. It was great. It's hard to do that for that much. Like I said, I don't need to see them every week. I don't mind a bit if we get some stuff in between, but it's been over a month now. I'm really ready for them to be on TV again. I really thought we were going to get that this time. So, maybe I had high expectations. I was a little disappointed, but I hope it's soon because I miss them.
Yeah. And I heard and saw a lot of that on social media when I was kind of scrolling through this morning. I was seeing people saying, it's been over a month and we still haven't seen them yet. We've been patient. We're trying, but give us.
You can't go too terribly long. I don't feel like, or feel like it has the opposite effect of what they're going for.
Right. Yeah, and to your point, man. I mean, with everything that Raw has, and this is why when they do the draft again, they've got to find a better way to balance out the rosters a little bit because Raw is so top heavy and so storyline heavy right now that it's tough to fit it in 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's just tough. And
I think that's why they did a 10-woman tag match. That was the only women's match they were able to get on. So they try to get as many of them on as they can.
Yeah. And, I just think that it's going to squeeze out some storylines and some people, and hopefully it's not the Wyatt Sicks.
Yeah.
So, Barry Monkey says, to be fair, if you had to spend all day with R-Truth talking rubbish.
R-Truth is a national treasure, though. As Jodie used to say.
He is. John Bennett, welcome back, man, saying Cross needs a reminder of who is really the faces of fear. I have a feeling he's going to get that reminder.
Yeah.
He's going to.
I tell you what. We've talked about this. I've said this several times on the show in the last month or so. How this was the feud that I picked that I wanted with Karrion Kross and the Final Testament. I will say though, now it looks like we're going to get it. I'm slightly worried. Like I love Karrion Kross almost as much as I love Bray and the Wyatt Sicks. Like I don't want to. I hope that they can somehow do it in a way that he comes out looking good in the midst of losing and during this feud. That's what I want. I want to see him come out stronger as a result of this. And I'm sure that there's a way to do it. I'm sure that Rob Fee can handle that one. So I hope that that's what they do.
Yeah, I mean, I think going back a little bit to what you were saying about, kind of waiting these over 4 weeks now. Do you think it's dragging a little bit? And folks in chat, I want you to participate too. I'll read out some comments. But do you think it's dragging a little bit now? And what do you think it is that will kind of pick up that momentum again outside of, I mean, I guess the obvious answer is them being on screen, but what do you want to see them doing on screen to kind of bring that spark and bring that momentum back to everything?
Again, being honest, if something would have happened this week more than what we got, I would have answered this question differently. But now, seeing what we got, yes, I think it is dragging now. I feel like this was the week. I was totally fine with everything up until now, but I feel like they really needed to show this week. And to get even less than we've gotten in previous weeks, yeah, I feel like that's making it drag a little bit. I mean, I feel like we need to at least see something of them in person. I mean, an attack would be awesome, but even if we didn't get an attack, even just to see them come out and, when someone is having a match or after a match or something, just to see them make an entrance and come out would be a lot, because then it would really give us some good direction as to what they're doing, where they're going. But even, I wouldn't have minded another video with Bo. We haven't gotten one of those for a while. Those are awesome. Just him saying something about what's going on. I want a little more than just there you are. I want to know more about what's behind this, what's happening, what's this feud going to be about,
Right. No, I don't disagree with that at all. I think it is dragging a little bit. I mean, I will give them credit that they're keeping folks into the story, because there's always something, and there's a clue here, there, and then they got you looking all over the place. So they're doing a good job with that. I think we just want to see them, even if it's not the whole group, and it's just Howdy or Huskus. I mean, whoever at this point.
Yeah, even like Huskus and Mercy together would be cool. Just see them doing something, or just Eric Rowan, or something.
Yeah, or Nikki. I mean,
yeah.
So,
but I'm hoping. I have high hopes. We're in October now. We're heading into Halloween with a potential feud with Karrion Kross. I will give them a lot of grace if this ends up just being some crazy, spooky, amazing stuff that we're about to see from this feud, which we very well could. So they can get off the hook real easily.
Yeah. Boogie's Washington saying, yeah, I agree. I'm kind of having Wyatt Sicks withdrawals. I
think that's a lot of it too. We're all really into this. We just got an amazing feud from them. We're just ready to see more. It's not a bad thing or us being malicious or anything. It's just we're excited to see him again. We're ready for it now.
Yeah, absolutely. Clown saying a 2-hour Raw is going to be hard to fit them in when their entrance alone is about as long as some of the matches we got last night.
That is true, and see, that's why I was afraid of it. Maybe that's why they got squeezed out a little bit.
Craig saying, nope, not at all. Got to wait for heel turns and storylines to end. Triple H likes long storylines. This story is going to go up to Survivor Series. And we just got someone on screen.
Tazzy!
What up, people? What's going on?
What's up, man?
Oh, Jeff knows,
Yeah, that's wild, man. That's wild. Hey.
But how everybody doing?
Good, man. Good. We're talking about what we got last night and what we've gotten over the last few weeks. And the question right now is, do you feel like it's dragging just a little bit? Do you need to see a little bit more? Where do you stand with this? We've got some kind of mixed reactions all across the board.
Well, the thing is now that they have to do this now because, well, technically, it's 2 hours now.
Mhm.
So they don't have no choice. Like I know for a fact, like next week you're going to see another set of superstars next week, and then the following week is going to be a different set. It's not going to be. It's I just say this. It's not going to be the same thing every week now. Yeah. So just be patient. I mean, it is what it is. They're nothing going to happen to them. It's just they just want to tell the story the right way, and that's what they're doing.
Now let me ask you this. Let me play devil's advocate here and ask this question. Do you think storyline wise they could make it work where somehow, some way the Wyatt Sicks end up on SmackDown? Is that something that you would like to see? I'll start with Chris and then I'll come back to you, Tazzy.
I definitely think that they could, and I mean, we've already got a few potential teases to that maybe they were setting that up in the future. Personally, I would like to see that now, just because SmackDown, I believe, is 3 hours now, so maybe that would give them some more space to be on there and stuff. But yeah, I definitely think they could do that, and would like to see that happen.
What about you, Tazzy?
Yeah, they can pull anything off. I mean, it's a fancy world, right? They can do anything they want to. Yeah, I feel like they got some good views over there on the other side, and if I'm not mistaken, SmackDown. I don't know why they keep doing this. Like, leave this alone. I don't know why they put SmackDown 3 hours. But anyways, you're just gonna make my life a little harder. You know I was gonna say that, right? So yeah, you could do that. You could do that, but I don't want it to be lost in the shuffle if that Bloodline storyline is still there. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing. Because it's picking up.
Yeah.
Business is picking up, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I think let me ask this, since I asked that question. Who would you put them up against? I'll go Tazzy, and then we'll go back to Chris. Who would you put them up against on SmackDown? What would be the first kind of feud that you would like to see over there?
It's actually pretty funny, but I think that would mess up the storyline over there. That's the only thing, and that probably would be the Bloodline storyline because of Roman and everything, and that would be a perfect thing, because let's be real, that's how this whole thing started. With Roman. Anybody but you, Roman. Anybody but you.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm gonna say right there. But yeah, I think I think further down the line, as soon that we get a conclusion, which I don't know what the conclusion would be in the Bloodline story, because right now you can get this cousin coming, and this cousin coming, and this cousin coming, and yeah. Like we still have another cousin coming. So other than that, on that side of the tracks, there's nobody that they had what's the word I'm looking for? I had an interaction with. I guess there's that interaction with. Yeah, because right now on Raw, we all know the Miz had a reaction with the Bray before, so I guess you would stay there. So I guess you will wait. I guess you'll wait a good year. I guess that'll be the perfect time. I really don't want to do this. I'd rather just to do it like a trade thing instead of doing drafts every year. But you have like a trade deadline, like Major League Baseball and all that stuff. You can just trade, and then you stop trading for a certain period of time. Yeah. I'll be down for that more, and you could trade like, I don't know, the whole entire Wyatt Sicks to, I don't know. It's fancy booking. Let's be real. So I don't know. But yeah, to answer the question, it probably will be the Bloodline after their main story is done. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris?
I actually would thought of a different route. More of kind of, I think it could be really cool from a comedy angle. The stuff they could do would be really funny, is to have them go up against A-Town Down Under. Could you imagine them stalking them around and the funny stuff that they could do?
Man, yeah.
Be the honey house all over again.
All right, so here's the question that I want to ask. Have you figured it out yet? So here's our we're gonna have Tazzy and Chris tell us who they think they're referring to when they say "there you are." We'll start with Chris and then we'll go to Tazzy.
I honestly think it's both. I think what we're going to see is the Miz join up with the Final Testament in a feud against the Wyatt Sicks. Because Miz needs to pay for turning on R-Truth, and Karrion Kross needs to pay for basically being the devil on everyone's shoulder in WWE now, it seems.
That I like that. Both. All right.
Well, I'm loving what they're doing with him. That's what it seems to be. He's just telling everyone whatever they want to hear, what's can make them, just focus on themselves instead of everyone else.
Yeah. All right, Tazzy, what do you think?
The funny thing, I think great minds think alike. I was thinking the same thing, because it's like you got two people that, well, like I said, you have he has something to do with Bray in the past, so perfect. That makes sense. Yeah, you could do the Karrion Kross thing. And like, hey man, can you get out? Literally, the Wyatt Sicks, can you get out of our way? You're in our way, so we gotta take you down, basically. So for that standpoint, yeah, it could be both. Join up, yeah, that's a big possibility too. Or they could just do it one by one, like take care of Miz first, and then take care of the whole New Testament group afterwards. It's a big possibility. It's jeez, man. you gotta realize the way that Raw, there are so many factions. They could go anywhere. They could do this. They could do this. Like they could do the New Testament. They could do the Judgment Day. There's rumors about a certain tag team that's back. So, man, I don't know. So it might be both, more likely.
Tazzy, as a Karrion Kross fan, how are you doing today?
As in general with him,
Mm-hmm.
in general, I feel like he can do a lot more. But as a WWE fan, and Triple H has told us this in the past, you have to be patient. You got to be patient. I'm expecting him at least to have one more run at the title before, and he technically can, because there's no sold up title really on Raw. Because there's no bloodline on Raw. So he can go for an 80 title. He can actually, whoever takes if let's throw this out here, if Sami Zayn beats Gunther, or somebody beats Gunther, he can go after that person. I mean, I just wish they give him a full shot chance. Like, make him more of a badass. Like, literally, like, let's go, man. Let's bring back. You're slowly bringing back everybody that had their NXT gimmicks. You're slowly bringing all those gimmicks back. So let's why not shave the head? I keep on saying this. Why not shave the head and then let's get a little scary in that, so to speak.
Gotcha. I know Chris has talked about this, but I want to ask him again to say it one more time, just in terms of, like kind of like Tazzy was talking about what this could do for his momentum.
Mm-hmm.
If you could just talk about that, and
Yeah, I think Karrion Kross needs this. I've been saying this is the feud that I really wanted to see next from the Wyatt Sicks, and it looks like we're going to get it. Him and the whole Final Testament need this. For whatever reason, they just have struggling since they came about. Just haven't really had anything that's really caught on. But I think a feud with the Wyatt Sicks definitely could, as popular as they are. And what I feel like WWE really needs to do, they need to let Karrion Kross loose. They need to let him do, he does his own promos and stuff on social media, does an amazing job. They need to get that stuff on TV. Let him loose. Let him do some promos of his own on TV. And I think people will see what a star he is. And this feud with the Wyatt Sicks could really make him shine and have him come out looking really good like he used to in NXT. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think the best Karrion Kross was when like he had a feud in NXT, and you could feel the intensity before that match when he had that promo. It's just like,
oh yeah, he's so good at promos. I don't get why they don't let him do it.
And in the time that he was in NXT, Triple H was actually ahead of that. So I don't know, is he trying to take his time to make sure he don't mess him up? I think that's what he's trying to do, because he knows how much of a gold mine Karrion Kross could be. But he don't want to, like, I don't know what's the word looking for. I don't know what the word looking for right here, but I feel like he's being too patient with Karrion Kross.
Yeah,
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it's time to pull the trigger. I hope that I think that maybe that's what they're doing with. I hope that's what we're about to see. And if so, it's time.
Mm-hmm.
One word answer here. Do you think that if Kross is involved, that he'll have the same type of come up, we'll say, as a LA Knight did after his feud with Bray? Tazzy?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
All right. Now let's flip it the other way. Chris, what if The Miz is the person? Let's just say that they're focused heavily on The Miz right now. That's how they start out. What do you think is next for The Miz after that? What do you think the end goal for this will be? And how do you think it ends up if The Miz is the person they choose?
I think that we're going to see, I mean, we saw the heel turn from Miz last week, but then, I don't know, it was kind of awkward this week how, it wasn't completely the same way. I mean, yeah, he still interacted with R-Truth and stuff, but I don't know, it felt a little weird coming off this week. So I think we're going to just see him go more and more that way. I think he wasn't a full heel turn there. It was just a partial kind of. And so I think we're going to see him go more and more that way. I'm guessing that's what Karrion Kross is trying to do.
Do you think this somehow leads to the Miz going after gold again, even that IC title?
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, if you're going back to most of the times, most if not all the times that Miz was a champion, he was a heel, and he was that full on just dirty Miz heel. So yeah, I could definitely see that being a part of this. I think that would be good for him. I think it would be good for his career, and I would like to see him have another title run before he's potentially done.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Tazzy?
Yeah, I agree with that. The IC title is we say that Gunther actually made the title relevant, but let's be real. When Miz had a title,
This is one of the best Intercontinental champions ever, hands down.
Right, because he will win at any cost. It was no rules to Miz.
Brought a lot of prestige back to that belt too before Gunther did.
Exactly. So Yeah. Yes, he had the title. He's the longest, believe it or not, he's the longest reigning champion now. Gunther is. Please don't do that. Please don't do that with the world title. You can't do that with the world title because I don't think Seth Rollins had it that long. He only had like 6 months, 6-7 months. So you can't do that anyway. But anyways, yeah, I think that would be perfect for the Miz, and I think he is getting kind of close because I think his kids is getting a little more older too. So I say that he'll be around and he'll be like more of a mentor, producer role, probably helping with storylines because he's good with that. Helping Triple H out. So I say this might be his last run, last couple of years. Okay, but
I'd say we're probably in the last 5 or so years of his career, maybe.
Right. So I think his kids I think his oldest is like what 8 now, 8, 9. Yeah, he's getting to that point. So, like, wow, that was 8 years ago.
He's been around a long time.
He has. Yeah, he has been around a long time. And
future WWE Hall of Famer for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
He had all titles, so that's good. But yeah,
Tazzy,
how you doing?
You didn't do it. You got to do it now because I mean, I'm about to bestow the pencil upon you. Let's say that someone gives you the pencil and say, "All right, you're booking Raw next week."
Oh, that's dangerous.
What would you do with the Wyatt Sicks next week?
I will. Well, since this is Halloween, this is the month of Halloween. I say we start flickering lights and stuff like that backstage with the Miz. And while that's going on in the backstage, we start getting smoking stuff with the New Testament. And let's be real, ain't nothing going to scare the New Testament. Let's be real. They're not going to be that scary group. They're technically close to that as possible. But there might be a chance where you might just get stuff. They have a little match. After they have a match, which I don't think they have a match next week, you start seeing some flickering lights and stuff like that. Because, you know what's funny? I am shocked that Wyatt Sicks is not on a Halloween Havoc. The schedule not to be on Halloween Havoc. Mm-hmm. That would be brilliant.
Yeah, that needs to happen.
Why not?
Why not? I mean, there's nothing keeping that from happening, right?
No, I mean you have a few. Actually, I think the whole crew is from NXT. Actually, now thinking about it, I was like, yeah, you have a couple guys that's from NXT. Actually, the whole group is from NXT. Yeah, actually, now thinking about it,
we're in NXT at some point.
Yeah, so you can do some stuff there. Halloween Havoc. I have a feeling they're gonna go all out.
Charlotte going to be hosting again this year, like she has been? Wasn't it her and Shotzi?
Shotzi and Shotzi is getting close, by the way. So
Clown just said that I'd have Nikki play peekaboo with Scarlett off the arena. That could be really cool. And
my God.
She's been. I know she's hosted it previously with Shotzi. I wouldn't surprise me if they had her do it again. That's really cool. I love that idea.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah, or you could do a Wyatt Sicks haunted house.
Yeah,
that's good too.
And put Joe in the middle of the show.
You gotta get Nikki backwards walking though for Joe.
Yeah. God, I wish we were on camera for that.
Yeah.
So many times I'm like, man, we could have had so many millions of views.
Mm-hmm.
That one video.
Yeah.
And just clips on top of clips on top of clips.
Yep. That's it.
Oh man.
All right, Chris. Same thing. let's say you get the pencil and they say you're booking Raw and you're booking this segment with the Wyatt Sicks, what happens under your creative process?
So I would book a match between Miz and R-Truth, and then have the Wyatt Sicks attack Miz after the match, and have Karrion Kross deliver some kind of a promo. Now that we see that, you know, he's acknowledging that the Wyatt Sicks are targeting him, I want to see him counter back with some kind of a promo back at the Wyatt Sicks.
I like that.
Like his YouTube promo, kind of like.
Yeah, like the one he posted on social media. That was awesome. Like, I want to see more of that stuff. Actually, I'll make it onto TV.
I like that.
I would too. That'd be awesome. Man. All right. Yeah, that's a good one, Chris.
Yeah, if anybody from WWE's listening, hire us. We'd be good bookers.
That's right. Hashtag give them the pencil.
Yes.
I'm ready to write right now. Let's go. Okay, I got some stuff.
Well, we're gonna start wrapping up the show. So we'll get some final thoughts from Chris and from Tazzy. But before we do that, and since I completely forgot, if you don't mind, please drop a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. Hit that post notification bell so you know when we have content coming up. So, all right, Tazzy, what do you have coming up? And what are your final thoughts on, you know, just the storyline and what you think happens next? And if you think folks need to pump the brakes on some of the outlandish stuff. I mean, we've been chill about it, but some people out there are losing their flipping mind. I'll just turn it over to you for some final thoughts.
I mean, they act like they're just not going to be around tomorrow. I'm like, jeez, man. Like, come on now. I mean, I like movies. So, do everybody like scary movies? Do you want to rush and see the ending of the scary movie right there and then after 10 minutes? No. I want you to prolong it. I want to see more kills. I want to see kill at the kill. Okay, I should stop doing that. Okay, you get what I'm saying. So yeah, be patient with this. Be patient in what they're doing. I mean, let's put it like this. In wrestling terms, this is a good pace. This is a good pace. I don't know what I was about to say right there. It's a good pace. So be patient. I am definitely excited to see what happens with the Miz and Karrion Kross. I am very, very excited. And I'm just be patient. That's all we ask. Be patient. So as of today, I personally won't be there because I don't get NXT. Believe it or not, I don't get NXT. Mr. NXT don't get NXT until 11 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you join the rest of the guys at 7:45 p.m. Eastern time for NXT. The Black and Silver brand, by the way. I'm like, I never thought I'd ever say that, but Black and Silver. Black and Silver. Black. Okay, yeah. That was crazy. Thursday, obviously I'll be with you guys on Thursday. But Friday, we have a big SmackDown. And I mean big. Make sure you guys, everybody's supposed to be in the building. So make sure you guys there. We will start at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time on the dot because we got a lot to talk about. So make sure you guys here for that. Saturday, we're off. Thank God. Saturday, we're off. But Sunday, and I can't believe, I of course, before we take our 2-week break, obviously we're taking a 2-week break because I need it. This has been the hardest. I'm not going to be honest with you guys. I'll be honest with you guys. It's been the hardest year of my life working for the Oakland A's this year. So This has been very mentally crazy, wild, and oh my God. A lot of tears been shed. So I'm trying to hold it in. Sunday. 7:45 Eastern time. And I can't believe these teams. I can't believe this team is playing on Sunday. Of course it is. The Bengals at the New York Giants. Sunday Night Football. Make sure you join and watch me cry throughout the whole entire game because I know we don't have a defense. So anyway, 7:45 Eastern time. Other than that, we're going to take a 2-week break. You'll see me again for Bound for Glory before the whole party come back. But it's that Sunday, the day after, of course, it's Halloween Havoc. Make sure you join us for that, and we will be back to our regular scheduled programming after that. That is it.
That's a lot, but yeah, go check Tazzy out. Go subscribe, support his channel.
Crud! I forgot that Saturday.
Tazzy might actually be on Saturday.
We'll play by ear. We'll play by ear.
All right.
There's a big college football game on Saturday. I gotta watch it.
Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned. Tazzy will let you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chris, man. Final thoughts.
So yeah, as bummed as I was that we didn't see him last night, it's sitting better with me though. No, getting confirmation now that we're gonna see who I've been wanting them to be involved with this. Being involved. So yeah, it's gonna be. I'm really excited now, even after the little we got last night. This has the makings of being an absolutely amazing feud if they do it right. So I'm definitely excited to see what we get from this.
Absolutely.
The next couple of weeks could be some really interesting conversations on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Really looking forward to having those conversations after we get some more carnage, we'll say, from the Wyatt Sicks. So yeah, that's it. Tazzy, thank you for joining us. I don't know if you got a chance to see it, but we played the reaction.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So
memories.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us this evening. Everyone in the chat, thank you for all of your questions and comments. Chris and Tazzy, it was fun. Looking forward to doing this again. But yeah, we will head out now and go enjoy some wrestling this evening, folks. Take care.